Okay, so we just gonna jump straight into this, man. Movie bosses without Golden Frieza. Is it possible? Yes, it is. Now, actually, this is a recording. I did this yesterday night, and I'm actually just overlaying over the run that I ended up doing. But I came up with a pretty good strategy, and this is going to be very easy for you to complete, right? I know a lot of people probably already completed this mission, but I know there are people out there who didn't get lucky, get Golden Frieza and Gogeta. That's like the easiest way to get this done. But I wanted to come in here and do this as well. So look at this, right? I might make a video still movie bosses with Golden Frieza because I do have the unit, but I decided to go like more free to play friendly, right? The thing with this Raditz is that he can be stunned. So as long as you can stun lock this guy and you bring characters that can stun, you can get through this pretty easily without Golden Frieza. And the thing is with this method is Golden Frieza he's not even really that good, right? It's when Gogeta comes out when it's like, all right, finally we can wrap the fight out. But we'll talk about that later. Now, this Imp Broly, I know it's a weird unit. People don't want to run him anymore. He's like outdated and stuff like that. But what I can tell you is he's pretty goddamn useful in this event. Why? Because he has a 70% chance to stun on his 18 key. Frieza is another unit that's going to be up here. The TUR Imp Frieza, you could probably see him in the bottom right corner. That guy can stun as well. So the point of this video is to just tell you, bring stunners, right? This guy is super effective against all types, so he's actually going to be able to perform some damage. STR Broly's here for damage as well because he's SBR type. He's got additionals with the Rainbow Key Spheres, stuff like that. Team build is pretty simple. If you do have Golden Frieza, let's say you are somebody who pulled him, you're going to have a much easier time, I would assume, right? Because you're going to have two Golden Friezas and Gogetas out, and that's going to give you the best bang for your buck. Turn 6, turn 7, when you can go into Gogeta, that's going to give you all the attack power you need from this team. But as long as you stun continuously, this guy can't do anything. And this is turn 2, and turn 1 we already stunned him, right? It's a 2-turn stun. This Broly has a 2-turn stun. The Imp Frieza, if he gets his stun off, it's a 2-turn stun. So pretty much Frieza is going to be, well, he's going to do some damage. He's going to be useful in some regard. But it's only when Gogeta comes out, right? Frieza, he's not hitting hard unless you build him up. Unless he's getting hit in slot 1, you're not going to see this guy perform offensively, period, right? It's just not happening. But that's what makes Frieza good, is that within the heat of battle, if you have multiple attacks in that slot 1, bro, his attack stats can easily hit 40, 50, 60, 70. And then he can have like a crazy additional and a hit potential additional, right? But if we're going with the method of just stunning instead of just going brute force with a team, because I know it's a lot of people who are going to have challenges with this, right? If they don't have all the necessary movie bosses units, right? I know a lot of people just don't have the team for it, right? But this event, as long as you can stun, you can get it done. That's the thing, right? I think this was a genius way to do this, right? Yeah, I'm just looking at this. I guess I was just checking this guy out just to see if he had any additionals or anything. I don't really remember what was going through my mind. Remember, this is already pre-recorded, right? I did this yesterday night. Yeah, I did this yesterday night. Trying to farm up some stones, doing some missions and stuff like that. But yeah, okay, so I remember this. I was trying to look for if he had stun in his passive or if it was just a super attack effect. And both his 18 key and his 12 key has stun. Yeah, see, he has a great chance to stun there and a high chance to stun there. I think I'll just leave Golden Frieza in slot 1. Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep rotations just like this until Gogeta comes, right? When Gogeta comes out, he's gonna save the day. He's going to be the legendary warrior. Because why? He's got the additional. She's got the orb changing. He's got the high attack stats. We just have to suffer for 4 turns. What is this? Turn 3, right? And then we go to turn 4. No, we have to suffer until turn 5. Then we go to turn 6. And then Gogeta comes out. But see, these units, they're just predated, right? Offensively, they're like defensively, they probably could hang, right? The AoE could be monstrous if like obviously if we weren't stunning, but like some of these characters obviously defensively they would get wrecked by an AoE, right? And this Raditz, it seems as if he packs quite a punch, right? He's not like super weak. The AoE is just really what catches people off guard. But the first time I ran this event, I think it was STR Pan, and she could stun, and I was just so shocked. The first initial video I did going into this event wasn't a mission video. It was just a regular video, just seeing what the stage was like. And I ended up doing like a Hyper Sans team, and Pan was on the team, and she got the stun off, and I immediately realized, oh yeah, this event could be, this movie boss mission is going to be a breeze, right? Even if you don't have the new unit. Like I said, I'm probably going to come in this event with movie bosses, or I might just go into stage 2, right? I might just fast forward, go to stage 2, and do the event with movie bosses. But that stage 2 doesn't seem like anything crazy, right? The fight after this one is what I'm referring to. Okay. As long as we got that 18 key with Broly, we're looking good, right? Now, this could go both ways, though. I mean, you could easily get very unlucky with all the stun chances, right? Like, it is considerable that, yeah, Broly just decides not to stun, and next turn, he supers immediately, and we take the AoE, and everyone dies, right? It is possible, but, I mean, looking from it from a future perspective, knowing I already won, RNG was pretty good to me. I'll just say it like that. We stun locked this guy the entire fight. After those first few attacks he got off in the beginning, we just perpetually stunned him. Look at this tech Broly, by the way. I mean, high attack stat. The sad thing was he got like 2 additional normals, and I think he got the hidden potential additional. Yeah, 1 normal right here, 1 normal right here. It was like, bro, come on. This turn was supposed to be legendary. Oh, he didn't even get the hidden potential additional. Okay, yeah, I mean, we just follow suit. I mean, if you're having troubles with this movie boss's mission, just do this right here. Like you could honestly Golden Frieza in 17. He probably, honestly, he makes things easier if you do have him. But like if you're going for the stun strat, it just wouldn't matter, right? And I think that's probably the smartest strat to go with, even if you're running double Golden Frieza. Is just to make sure you bring a bunch of stunners, right? What that just would give you the easiest chance. I mean, I know Golden Frieza could like brute force his way through this, like, but the thing with Frieza is that his attack all mechanic, that's the one downside. When it's an AoE, everybody still gets hit, right? Even if he pops that. So the AoE super is like, it makes Frieza sort of obsolete in this fight, right? I mean, defensively, he can eat the super, right? But Int Frieza, right? I don't know. You know, super easy Broly before he builds up his damage reduction. I don't think he can handle Raditz AoE, right? There's a couple characters that just can't handle it.
I am Gogeta. Kakarot and Vegeta have fused together to win this. Where do you think you're going? I'm preparing the rocket so he can escape the explosion. In a rocket built for one person.
Okay, so we have 12 orbs right here with Gogeta. Now this is where things start to speed up, right? Obviously, Gogeta, he is not pathetic, right? Frieza relies on getting hit. Gogeta doesn't. Yeah, that's the good thing about him. He is a little orb dependent from time to time, right? Like, let's say orbs don't really fall suit, and you only get like 4 or 5 orbs. He's only going to give you 1 additional super attack, and the hidden potential additional, it might come through, but it might not, right? But when you get like 10, 15, 20, bro, Gogeta is like a star on the battlefield. And it's not like, okay, I'll say it like this. I commonly get around 13 to 14 orbs consecutively with this guy. So he's consistently, he be supporting at least 130% offenses and defense to the rotation. And his chance to dodge is just 100%. That's pretty good. You know, he's a good slot 1 character. And if you want to do the strats where you pop Golden Frieza's active and then you switch and go back to Gogeta, he will dodge that super attack. And he will have the attack all mechanic even as Gogeta, right? Now, the one bad thing about this team is that obviously Gogeta being on a full villain team, he cannot pop his active skill, so you can't capitalize on his active skill. But Frieza's active skill will do, right? I think actually what ended up happening was we get the next turn and actually, do we kill? I don't remember if we win or not. I don't remember if we kill this guy right here. But yeah, I mean, this was pretty easy and pretty simple. I mean, just bring stunners. That's your ticket. That's your golden ticket. Bring a bunch of stunners. Bring some offensively useful units, right? Like, if you're running like full GT bosses, this is going to be nothing. But this is a mission, so keep that in mind, right? Like, this is something people are going to want to get done. So regardless of if this takes a bit longer than like the strongest team in the game, like GT bosses can come in here and get this shit done in 2 minutes, right? I'm not even lying. Like GT bosses just comes in here and just slaps this in 2 turns, right? Same with GT heroes. GT heroes just comes in here, turn 3, Gogeta gets his active skill, Raditz is gone, right? And they're all pretty powerful offensively and defensively, right? So you wouldn't even really worry about. Not only would you not worry about the AOE defensively, but they can all counter. Yeah, so this is not an event where you, like, I would, Giant 8 Power, like, completely destroys this. GT Heroes destroys this. GT Bosses, like, Super Bosses even probably destroys this, right? But yeah, this was pretty fun. Hopefully Stage 3, 4, and 5 comes out when Golden Frieza is supposed to receive his EZA within the next few days, right? The LR AGL Golden Frieza. So hopefully when his, you know, stuff comes out, hopefully some new stages appear. Some maybe like something else too. Give us something, I don't know, another EZA, or I don't know, another new fight, something like that, other than this new fight, right? The stages for this Red Zone, give us like a new stage completely, right? Supreme Magnificent Battle, yeah, give us like Supreme Magnificent Battle, I don't know, Golden Frieza, who knows, right? But there's the stones, there's the mission, and I'll catch you next time.